Hey, Mr. Clasher, and today I want to talk about Town Hall 10 being the new Town Hall 9, or is it? Well, this is the thing. Okay, so as this attack plays out, we're going to have a look at 5 or 6 attacks on this base to help determine whether or not Town Hall 10 is actually the new Town Hall 9. Now, I'll come straight off the bat and I'll say, no, it's not. It's not the new Town Hall 9. Not yet, and there's a very good reason for it. The thing that made Town Hall 9, apart from the balance, and that was it was essentially the first Town Hall level that you could actually effectively defend your base in an attack. Town Hall 8, yes, there were Town Hall 8 defenses that you could have, but really, not really, if you know what I mean. Like, at Town Hall 8, you come in with a hog attack, like I've got in my hog video. If you haven't seen that, obviously this is Town Hall 10. You're way beyond Town Hall 8 hogs. But the point of that video was it showed how dominant hogs were at Town Hall 8. And of course we do understand that dragons can also be dominant at Town Hall 8 as well. But I'm referencing the hog video. And the point of that was that it didn't matter what you did at Town Hall 8, you couldn't stop the hogs. There was always a way to defeat the base with hogs consistently. Everybody knew what was going on. Now this attack here at the moment, so you can see this attack is a 3-star. It's all, the base is all cleaned up within the next 30 seconds. And you think that's fantastic, that was a good attack. But here's the rub. This was the 3rd attack on this base, coming in at the exact same point with the exact same deployment, and then subsequent attacks after this coming in on that same angle were fails. So this meant there was an inconsistency at this level. Okay, so when this finishes, I'm going to show you how I tried to fix the inconsistency. So let's have a look at that now. Okay, so same base. It's going to be the same base every time. So the method to fix the inconsistency was this. I realized the battle ram, instead of trying to use the battle ram to get to the town hall this way, let's come in this way. It's a more a straight run. So put the golem on here, still have the baby dragon there. Get the battle ram to just punch through these walls. And I've got a max golem in the battle ram. And the reason is with the battle ram having 7,000 odd HP plus a max golem, and I'm not even sure how much HP a max golem has, that's a tremendous, like 7,000 or something, another 7,000 or 6,000. It's like 7,000, it's like 14,000 HP in tanking just from the battle ram, plus my own golem. So it's a lot of tanking, should keep my troops up a bit. And then come in with the bowlers like that. So this should take out essentially all of this section of the base. That's the ideal. And then you've got this nice little hog highway, as I like to call it. So that was the general overall plan. So as this runs through, you'll see how well or it doesn't go, how well or not well it goes, depending. And keep an eye on things like this side of the funnel, what happens down here as well, because this becomes really important later on. So battle ram's gone down, arch tower's distracted, got some wizards down here. Hopefully they'll come in, take out the arch tower. Everything's looking good. Bowlers are in, queen's coming in. Drop the rage spell. The rage spell's for the bowlers, not the ram. Okay, so the ram's exploded. Drop the CC, and the CC is, of course, another golem and a giant. So I've got massive amounts of tanking. I've got the bowlers doing some great work. Expo's down. Air defense is about to go down in the middle. I've still got the bowlers, the king coming in. Coming onto that second expo. All of that corner up on the right-hand side's gone. Hogs are coming in. This is looking like a beautiful thing. And I've still got 11 hogs left. So here come the rest of the hogs. I'm still keeping 3 up my sleeve, so 4 hogs on each of the archer towers, knowing that that bottom archer tower would path over. Interestingly, the hogs that were on that left side archer tower all perished. But that's okay. I only lost 1 hog to a bomb. Got the heal spell going on. Now we do know there is a big bomb up here. And get this other hog onto this cannon. That cannon will go down, hopefully. I think the cannon goes down. And yeah, cannon just goes down, so there's no reason to go there. Big bomb's triggered, but that doesn't get any hogs. And this is looking good. I've got a bowler up still, king's poison, I've got the queen shooting the wall. It's all looking pretty good. So at this point, my rule of thumb is I need consistency. Town Hall 9 was all about consistency. If I do a friendly challenge on a base with hogs at Town Hall 9 and I do the same thing every time, relatively speaking the same thing, I'm going to get the same results every time. And you know, for example, my favourite base to attack at Town Hall 9, if you've been following the channel for a while, was the Taylor base, because it had such reliable consistency about how everything was going to work in the base. So let's have a look at the second attack. So you just saw that one was about 2 minutes and 5. Okay, so look at that. We're looking at a minute 47 here, so we'll just get the play button going. So a minute 47. So you knew at Town Hall 9, like I said with the Taylor base, you had a massive amount of consistency, and it didn't matter what the base was. If the base layout was the same, you had consistency in the attack on when you attack that base. So you can see here, just a fraction, I've got the wizards down. Everything is looking pretty good. So it looks like it's all going according to the same plan. This arch tower should go down to this wizard. There's a golem over here tanking. Oh, look at that. The wizard's going to get taken out. Oh, just takes out the arch tower. This is looking pretty good at the moment. King's gone down. That wall's broken as per what happened in the first attack. This expo will go down shortly. I think it goes down, I don't know where or whatever. But there we go. The expo's gone down. But my queen has pathed around to the top in this one. So still, it's fairly consistent. I've still got bowlers and a king up in the middle, which is a good thing. I'm still deploying these hogs on the same way at the bottom here. Good thing. So it's all looking pretty good. The thing was, because the queen took this out up here, I don't have the queen taking out any other trash, but it was a consistency of an attack. So rule of thumb that we sort of like to joke around with in the clan is, yeah, that's nice, but will it work 3 times in a row? If you can't 3-star the base 3 times in a row, then you're going to keep getting the same base to friendly challenge until you get it 3 times in a row. So if you go 2, fail, 2, fail, 2, fail, you're going to get the same base until you get it 3 times in a row. So we're looking for consistency. Now this looks pretty good. I've got a good lot of hogs left. Everything's good. So let's have a look at the fourth attack. Okay, here's the fourth attack. Now the fourth attack is not a 3-star. I'll just tell you that straight off the bat. So the consistency that I'm looking for is not here. So I'm pretty sure I'm doing everything the same way. But obviously I've done something wrong. Oh, that's right. Get the battle machine down before the wizards. Okay, get that. So that was a mistake on that part. But okay, we can still recover from this. It's not a deal breaker, let's just say. So the enemy clan castles come out. The bowlers have come down. Now, in this case, my battle machine didn't even break the wall over here this time. So there's something different straight away. So there was a little bit of a difference up here, but the battle machine did not break the wall this time over here. So now I can't get through. Now I've got to put hogs up here. Now I've got nothing down here to tank anything from these inferno streams. And that second golem's gone. My king's died up here. We're all still on this side of the wall. And things are looking pretty dire, which is what you'll see. So the only difference, the only most slightest difference in this attack seemed to be the accidental deployment of the wizard too early by a couple of seconds. And surely that doesn't make enough difference. Okay, now I had noticed that that's what happened. So, end of attack. Let's go back to the drawing board and see if we can do something a little bit different. So we'll have a look at the next attempt. Now, as we look at this one, it should be noted that I did write in the chat, the frustration at the inconsistency is real. Now, whether or not that's my inconsistency or just inconsistency in the attack in general. So what I've done here is I'm trying to get the bowler to take that out. Okay, so bad move. Now I still haven't taken anything out. So there's a fraction inconsistence. This has stayed up a little bit. So, okay, we've got a little bit of a difference there. The wall has just broken. Not all the bowlers have gone inside. Now, the difference here was this funnel on the right-hand side. Losing the 2 bowlers at the beginning, yes, that was a thing as well. But look, I've got troops and stuff in the middle. That's great. Hogs have gone in now. But now I'm losing. I can see that this is a lost cause. This expo is only just going to go down just now. So I've lost all the tanking and destroying troops in the middle. Expo's only just gone down, and now the hogs poison. You can just tell that the rest of this attack is going to struggle. So in terms of consistency, that's what makes Town Hall 9 Town Hall 9. Town Hall 10 doesn't have that consistency just yet. Now, sure, that might be because I'm sure some of the guys at these super top clans that are 3-starring Town Hall 10s at like 80% success rate, they just look at me and just go, what a noob. Yeah, sure, I'm a noob. I don't have all that Town Hall 10 experience, but I'm just expressing a thought here. Let's have a look at the next attack. And the thought is that when people just come onto the forums and they say, oh, that's it, you've ruined Town Hall 10, Town Hall 10's the new Town Hall 9, Town Hall 9's dead. And it was like, these are the same people that said the nerf to the Inferno Towers would ruin Town Hall 10, make Town Hall 10 easy, 3-star, whatever. And when I said to these people, that's great, where are all you people when we're doing the forum versus Reddit wars? Where are all you Town Hall 10 maestros? Because you're certainly not here. Because we're not 3-starring left, right and centre on the Reddit versus forum wars at Town Hall 10. So, you know, it's just a lot of bravado coming from a bunch of people in the forums who just like to have a whinge. But the point is this. The people in the pro clans, let's just call them the pro clans, pro war clans, they eat, drink, sleep, war. They look at a base just like I would look at Town Hall 9 and just go, yep, this will be a hog base, this will be area. Just have that look where they can instantly look at a base and have a really good feel for how it's going to work out. So, but not everyone has that at Town Hall 10. Not everyone is at that level at Town Hall 10. And I think for the majority of people at Town Hall 10, especially new people coming into Town Hall 10, to understand the frustration, it comes from a lack of consistency in the behaviour of the troops. So you can see here again, I've done what I assume is the exact same thing I've done each time. Well, I feel I have, obviously in real time, I feel that's what I'm doing. And yet the result is completely different. Now, in this one, I've got massive amounts of troops. Now, here becomes an issue, and this is, I think, adds to some of the frustration of Town Hall 10. If this was a war attack and not a friendly challenge, and you just saw this attack transpire, and you just saw all of these troops left at the end, you saw a heap of bowlers left, you saw the king and queen still up, and mass amounts of hogs, your immediate thought is, oh my god, this combo is so OP, I'm going to do it. And in this case, it certainly does look OP. Like I said, I've got a golem in the tank, in the battle ram, and so that's giving me massive amounts of tanking into the middle of the base, and that's all very well and hunky-dory, let's just say. However, it took me a lot of hits of failed attacks coming up from this top side. Then I sort of had a good think about it coming in from here, and then even with that, you just saw how the tiniest little thing has changed what is now looking like an OP attack to a complete failure. So if you see this attack and then you try to duplicate it and you have this complete failure, that adds to the frustration that you can see an attack can be OP without understanding that the tiniest little thing makes a difference in the attack. And those tiniest little things really aren't often there at Town Hall 9. They can be in a clean-up situation, but not in the main part of the attack. So, is Town Hall 10 the new Town Hall 9? Well, possibly when everybody gets really, really, really good at Town Hall 10 and that consistency is there, and all the ideal consistent troop combos have been nutted out by everyone in the Clashosphere, then Town Hall 10 might be the new Town Hall 9. But at the moment, they're still hit and miss. You've just seen failures here using this same troop combo that you can see here that's wiped out massively this base with so much left over. So we're going to come to the question of the day. If you have a dog called Minton and he eats all your shuttlecocks. You have a dog called Minton, and he eats all of your shuttlecocks. What do you say? What do you say? You say, bad Minton. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Do please let me know what your thoughts are on Town Hall 10 being the new Town Hall 9. I don't think it has the consistency of Town Hall 9 yet to be the new Town Hall 9, especially when you consider Bowlers and Valkyries are just like two of the most inconsistent troops you could ever think of, whereas the Town Hall 9 troops that you use are consistent troops, which is generally hogs and balloons attacks. But you might think differently. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Do leave the video a thumb up. Let me know what you thought. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.